If this week stirred up old wounds you thought were healed, or if you're tired of striving to be someone you think you should be, this integration will help you understand that nothing was broken. You were just ready to include the parts you'd been hiding from.
This week, everything cracked open again. Not in a shiny, Instagrammable way, in a shower floor sobbing, I thought I'd already healed this kind of way. On Sunday, I confessed what Costa Rica revealed to me, that I'd been carrying a desperation I hadn't dared to name, that the paradise that once healed me now mirrored back to what I was still running from, the belonging, the hunger for it was still guiding more of my choices than I thought. It hit like a breakdown, but it was really a breakthrough, because the only way out is through. And Costa Rica doesn't let you lie to yourself for long. On Monday, we asked, why can't we see what's right in front of us? We talked self-blindness, about how only 5% of your brain is conscious, while the rest runs the show behind the scenes. We unpacked the organizational chaos of our minds and how rigid self-concepts stop us from even wanting to see what doesn't match the image. Because maybe the pain isn't that we're broken. Maybe it's that we've built a version of ourselves so carefully, we can't admit when it's not working anymore. And on Thursday, we went straight to the mirror, not to fix what we saw, but to meet it, to meet the ideal self we've been striving for and say, you're a part of me, but you're not the only part of me that deserves love. We walked to the lake, saw who we've been chasing, listened to what they needed, and finally invited them home. So here's your reflection this week. What part of yourself have you been striving to become? And what would shift if you stopped striving and started integrating instead? Drop it in the comments. What old wound got stirred up this week? What blind spot finally came into view? And what did your ideal self teach you about the truth of who you already are? You weren't failing this week. You were finally feeling something you'd been strong enough to bury. And that is sacred work. You don't have to earn your wholeness. It was never lost. Just waiting to be included.
That ideal self you met this week, they're not going anywhere. They're a part of your wholeness now. Drop a comment about what shifted for you this week, what blind spot came into view, or what your ideal self taught you about who you already are. Your integration matters, and this community is here to witness your sacred work.